I urge you to remain prepared. Not anxious, not fearful, but prepared. There exists a distinction. Anxiety depletes you, while readiness fortifies you. Fear diminishes you, but preparation empowers you. What I am orchestrating in your life at present will necessitate awareness, patience, and trust. I am not merely altering your circumstances. I am transforming you. You have experienced instances where you felt disregarded. Moments when you exerted your utmost yet still felt invisible. Periods when silence was your sole response. My child, that silence was not absence. It was construction. I was cultivating endurance within you. I was molding discernment within you. I was instructing you to listen beyond the visible. You were not overlooked. You were being prepared. I wish for you to grasp this clearly. Not everything that departs from your life signifies a loss. Some things leave because they have fulfilled their purpose. Some individuals exit because they cannot accompany the version of you that is emerging. Do not pursue what I have released. Do not mourn what I have taken away. Trust that I understand what you require and what you no longer need. My child, a transformation is occurring within you. You may not yet have the words to express it, but you sense it. You are becoming less tolerant of what drains your energy. You are increasingly attuned to what brings you peace. You are starting to prioritize yourself without guilt. This is growth. This is alignment. This is you advancing into maturity, not selfishness. I take pride in you for this. Now, pay close attention. Blessings do not rush into spaces where chaos resides. That is why I have been urging you to slow down, to simplify, to let go of what clutters your heart and mind. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to heal. I do not harbor disappointment regarding your vulnerabilities. I meet you at that point. It is there that grace performs its most profound work. Some of you who are listening at this moment find yourselves at a crossroads. You are sensing an impending decision. You grasp all the specific aware of its. My dear child, do not make a decision out of fear. Do not make a decision under pressure. Choose from a place of peace. If a choice compels you to compromise your values, hasten your healing, or suppress your truth, it does not arise. I am creating pathways that will feel serene, not chaotic. Challenging, yes, but you are sensing an impending decision. Yet, not break it. Do not make a decision. You will recognize it as moments of uncertainty. It's a sense of at ease upon respond with a impulse and power. Now, implement today. Understand that fosters clarity rather than confusion. Establish one boundary that safeguards your peace. Offer one sincere prayer, even if it is simply to say help me. Small steps are significant. Consistency is essential. You do not have to change everything at once. Simply take the next appropriate step. My child, remain vigilant. Stay grounded. Stay connected. What I am revealing will not arrive with loud announcements. It will come quietly, steadily, and surely. And when it does, you will recognize it. Because your spirit will affirm, this is it. Do not give up now. You are closer than you realize. Stay with me throughout this entire message series. Each segment will fortify you for what lies ahead. Do not stop midway through your healing. Do not quit just before clarity arrives. If you are still with me and you are prepared to proceed, type G. I am accompanying you. This journey is not finished. My child, come closer and listen with your heart. What I am about to convey may seem gentle, but it carries strength. It may appear quiet, but it will shift things you believed were unchangeable. I am urging you now to release. Not because I wish to take something from you, but because I am creating space for what you have been longing for. You have been clinging tightly to memories, to expectations, distractions from people and situations that no longer exist. I comprehend why. Letting go feels like loss when you cannot yet perceive what is forthcoming. But hear me clearly, what you are relinquishing cannot be compared to what I am preparing. If your hands remain grasping the past, they cannot embrace the future. I have observed you struggle internally. You smile on the outside, but inside you replay conversations, decisions, and moments you wish had unfolded differently. My child, those moments do not define you. They shaped you, but they do not possess you. Cease punishing yourself for what you did not understand back then. You grew, you learned, you served. This is why you have felt a stronger urge to withdraw, to reflect, to protect your peace. You are not becoming distant. You are becoming wise. Let me tell you something important. Peace is a sign of alignment. When something costs you your peace, it costs too much. I am not calling you to chaos. I am calling you to clarity. I am not drawing you into confusion. I am leading you into stability. If something consistently leaves you anxious, depleted, or doubting yourself, pay attention. I am speaking through that discomfort, my child. There are things I cannot place into your life. While certain attachments remain, some attachments are emotional, some are mental, some are habits you return to when you feel uncertain. I am not shaming you for them. I am inviting you to outgrow them. Growth often feels like grief because you are saying goodbye to what once felt safe. But listen, safety is not always found in familiarity. Sometimes familiarity is what kept you stuck. I am expanding your capacity now. Expanding how you love, how you trust, how you see yourself. This expansion requires space. That space comes from release. If you feel this truth settling in your spirit, simply type yes. One word is enough. I know your heart. Some of you are holding on because you are afraid that letting go means you failed. My child, release is not failure. Release is completion. Some chapters end because they taught you everything they were meant to teach. Do not reopen doors I have already closed for your protection. Trust that I am guiding you forward, not backward. I want you to notice how you respond to uncertainty now compared to before. You are less reactive, more reflective. You pause where you once rushed. You question where you once assumed. This is not weakness. This is maturity. You are learning to wait before you speak, to listen before you decide, to pray before you act. This is how your life begins to change at a deeper level. Apply this. Today, when something triggers you, pause. Do not respond immediately. Breathe. Ask me what this moment is trying to teach you. Ask yourself if this reaction belongs to who you are becoming or who you used to be. Choose the response that brings peace, even if it feels unfamiliar. My child, I am also restoring your confidence. Not loud confidence, quiet confidence, the kind that does not need approval, the kind that does not explain itself, the kind that knows when to walk away without guilt. You are learning that your worth does not decrease when someone fails to value you. Your worth is established by me, and that never changes. There are blessings moving toward you that require emotional readiness. That is why I have been healing you slowly, layer by layer. Rushing healing only hides wounds. True healing strengthens you. You are becoming emotionally stable, spiritually grounded, and mentally clear. This is preparation, not delay. Do not grow impatient with the process. You are not late. You are right where you need to be. I am aligning timing, people, and opportunities in ways you cannot yet see. When it unfolds, it will make sense. Until then, trust me with the unseen. I want you to stay until the end of this series. Each part is building something within you. Clarity, strength, peace, direction. Do not stop halfway through what I am restoring. The clarity you seek will come, but it will come to those who remain open and willing. If you are ready to release what no longer serves you and step into what I am preparing, comment Amen. I am with you. Keep going, my child. Stay present with me. What I am doing now is quiet, but it is deep. You may not see dramatic changes around you yet, but inside you, something sacred is taking shape. I am rebuilding you from the inside out. I am strengthening the places that were once fragile. I am healing the wounds you learned to hide. And I am restoring what life tried to convince you was permanently broken. You have spent a long time surviving. You adapted. You adjusted. You learned how to keep going even when you were tired. But survival was never the final goal. It was only the beginning. Now I am calling you into a season of stability, clarity, and growth. This season requires a stronger foundation, and that is why I am working inward before I change what is outward. My child, there were moments when you felt like you were losing yourself. Times when you questioned your direction, your choices, even your faith. But hear me clearly, you were not losing yourself. You were shedding what was never truly you. Old fears, old patterns, old beliefs that came from pain, not truth. I am separating you from what you carried only to survive. Right now, I am teaching you how to stand without needing constant reassurance, how to move without needing approval, how to rest without guilt. This is not distance from others. This is closeness with yourself and with me. You are learning who you are when the noise fades. When expectations fall away and when comparison loses its grip, there is a reason you no longer respond the way you used to. You are not cold. You are healed. There is a reason you no longer explain yourself to everyone. You are not arrogant. You are grounded. There is a reason you are choosing silence more often. You are not weak. You are wise. I am shaping discernment in you, and discernment protects your peace. My child, I know you sometimes worry that you are doing life wrong because it feels slower now. But slower does not mean stagnant. Slower means intentional. Slower means thoughtful. Slower means you are no longer driven by fear, urgency, or pressure. You are learning to move with purpose, not panic. This is growth. I am also healing the way you see yourself. For too long, you viewed yourself through the lens of disappointment, rejection, or failure. You measured your worth by outcomes instead of identity. I am correcting that now. You are not your past. You are not your worst moment. You are not what they said about you. You are who I say you are. Capable, chosen, growing, and deeply loved. Some days healing feels like relief. Other days it feels like discomfort. That discomfort does not mean something is wrong. It means something is changing. When old wounds surface, it is because they are finally ready to be released. Do not push them back down. Let me tend to them. Let me restore you fully, not partially. If you feel this inner rebuilding happening, pause and respond. Type ready. One word, a simple signal that your heart is open. My child, I am also teaching you to trust yourself again, not in pride, but in alignment. To trust the wisdom you gained through experience. To trust the peace that speaks softly within you. To trust when something feels off without needing proof. This is not fear. This is discernment shaped by growth. Apply this truth in your life. When you feel uncertain, do not rush to escape the feeling. Sit with it. Ask what it is revealing. Ask what needs attention, not avoidance. Growth does not come from running from discomfort, but from understanding it. I am walking with you through this step by step. I know there are days you wish things would move faster. Days you wonder when the breakthrough will show up visibly. What I am speaking now is not just encouragement. It is alignment. I know there were moments when you felt as though life was working against you. When effort did not match results, when doors closed without explanation. But hear me clearly now. This is the season where things begin to turn in your favor. Not because the world suddenly became kind, but because you have been prepared. You did not arrive here empty-handed. You arrived carrying wisdom earned through experience, patience shaped by waiting, and strength built in quiet places. Every delay refined you. Every disappointment trained you. Every unanswered prayer taught you how to trust deeper. I did not waste one moment of your journey. I used it all. My child, I am shifting how you experience life. You are moving from reaction to intention, from confusion to clarity, from survival to purpose. This shift may feel subtle at first, but it is powerful. You will notice that what once overwhelmed you no longer has the same hold. What once tempted you no longer excites you. What once hurt you no longer defines you. This is growth. This is progress. This is me at work. I want you to understand something important. Favor is not luck. Favor is alignment. When your heart, your choices, and your direction begin to match what I designed for you, things start to open naturally. Opportunities appear without force. Help arrives without begging. Peace settles without explanation. This is not coincidence. This is order being restored. You may still face challenges, but they will not feel the same. You will face them with clarity instead of panic, with courage instead of doubt. You will no longer feel alone in them, because you are learning how to lean on me instead of carrying everything by yourself. That is why the weight feels lighter now, my child. Do not be surprised if people begin to treat you differently. When you change internally, the world responds externally. Some will feel inspired by your growth. Others may feel uncomfortable. Do not shrink to make others comfortable. Do not explain what I am doing in you to those who are not meant to understand. Stay grounded, stay humble, stay focused. I am also restoring your confidence. Not the loud kind that seeks validation, but the steady kind that knows when to move and when to wait. You are learning when to speak and when silence carries more power. You are learning that not every battle deserves your energy. Peace is becoming your priority. And that is a sign of maturity. Apply this in your life now. Stop rushing what requires patience. Stop forcing what requires trust. Stop questioning what I have already confirmed in your spirit. When you feel uncertain, return to stillness. Listen before acting. Pray before deciding. This season rewards alignment, not impulse. If this message confirms what you have been feeling, respond simply. Type O on time. Let it be a reminder that you are not late and neither am I, my child. There are blessings approaching that will require responsibility. That is why I have been strengthening your character. It is not enough to receive. You must be able to sustain. I am teaching you discipline so you do not sabotage what I give you. I am teaching you boundaries so you do not lose yourself again. I am teaching you rest so you do not burn out when abundance arrives. Some of what is coming will surprise you, not because it was random, but because you stopped expecting it after waiting so long. I am reviving hope in you gently, because fragile hope needs care. Do not be afraid to believe again. Do not be ashamed of wanting more. Growth honors me when it is rooted in gratitude. Stay with me until the end of this series. Each part is building clarity, strengthening your faith, and guiding you to apply wisdom in daily life. Do not leave before the full picture is revealed. What you are learning now will help you make better decisions, choose healthier paths, and walk forward with confidence. And my child, if these words have helped you, if they have brought peace, clarity, or strength, remember to like this message, subscribe to the channel, and join this community so you stay connected to what is coming next. When you support this space, you help others who are searching for hope find it too. And if you feel led, you can also support through Super Thanks, which allows this message to continue reaching hearts around the world. I am proud of you for staying. I am proud of you for growing. I am proud of you for not giving up when it would have been easier to quit. This season is not random. It is earned through perseverance and trust. Keep walking with me. Things are turning, my child. Stay close and listen. I know there are moments when your mind drifts back to what you lost, what ended, what did not work out the way you hoped. I know you sometimes replay the past and wonder if things could have turned out differently, but I want you to hear this clearly, without doubt and without fear. What you are becoming matters more than what you lost. Loss can feel loud. It demands attention. It asks questions that have no immediate answers. But growth is quieter. Growth happens beneath the surface where no one applauds, where no one sees the effort, where only endurance remains. That is where I have been working in you. While you were focused on what slipped away, I was shaping who you are becoming. My child, you did not lose those things to be punished. You lost them because they could not follow you where you are going. Some people were meant to walk with you only for a season. Some situations were designed to teach you, not to keep you. Letting go felt painful because you cared deeply, not because you failed. Love and effort are never wasted, even when the outcome changes. Right now, I am teaching you how to carry wisdom instead of regret. Regret keeps you looking backward. Wisdom allows you to look forward without repeating the same patterns. You are no longer the person who made those decisions. You are more aware now, more discerning, more grounded. That is not something to overlook. That is evidence of growth. My child, there is a reason you no longer feel drawn to the same distractions. There is a reason shallow conversations feel empty now. There is a reason you crave meaning, depth, and peace. You are evolving. Your spirit is maturing. You are becoming someone who values alignment over approval, purpose over popularity, peace over pressure. I know you sometimes fear that you have fallen behind because your path looks different from others. But hear me clearly, different does not mean delayed. I have tailored your journey specifically for you. Comparison will only distract you from what I am building. Stay focused on your lane. Stay faithful to your process. Apply this truth in your life today. Stop measuring progress only by visible results. Measure it by your responses. Measure it by your boundaries. Measure it by how you handle disappointment, how you speak to yourself, how you choose peace over conflict. These are the signs of real transformation. I am showing you a new way. Responsibility anchored in alignment does not crush you. It strengthens you when you move in step with me. What once felt heavy becomes manageable. What once overwhelmed you becomes organized. What once scared you becomes familiar. I am also preparing you emotionally. In the past, emotions controlled your reactions. Now you are learning to observe them without being ruled by them. You feel deeply, but you do not drown. You acknowledge pain, but you do not live there. This emotional steadiness will protect you when life becomes fuller and more demanding. Apply this truth today. Stop disqualifying yourself based on past versions of you. You are not the same person you were when fear spoke the loudest. You have grown, you have learned, you have changed. Speak to yourself of the same patience I show you. My child, I am also strengthening your discernment. What you once accepted without question, you now examine carefully. What you once tolerated, you now evaluate. This is not hesitation. This is wisdom. You are learning when to step forward and when to wait. Both are acts of faith. There will be moments when opportunity appears and you feel a familiar doubt rise up. When that happens, pause and remember how far you've come. Remember the nights you survived. Remember the strength you didn't know you had. Remember that I was with you then and I am with you now. If this message is stirring something within you, respond quietly. Type ready. My child, preparation also means letting go of the belief that you must have everything figured out before you begin. Growth unfolds through action, not perfection. I will guide you as you move. I will adjust you as you learn. I will support you as you stretch. You are not walking into the unknown alone. I am not calling you to be fearless. I am calling you to be faithful. Faith does not require certainty. It requires trust. And trust grows when you choose to move forward despite uncertainty. You have already done this more times than you realize. Stay with me. Do not rush ahead of me and do not lag behind. Walk with me. What you once thought was beyond you is now within reach. Not because you became someone else, but because you became yourself. I am preparing you carefully, lovingly, and intentionally. Keep going. You are closer than you think. My child, listen with a calm heart because what I am doing now is subtle yet powerful. I am restoring your strength quietly. Not the kind of strength that demands attention, but the kind that sustains you when no one is watching. You have spent enough time pushing, forcing, and enduring. Now, I am teaching you how to be strong without being strained. There was a season when you had to be strong just to survive. You held yourself together when things were falling apart. You carried responsibilities you never asked for. You made decisions while tired, uncertain, and emotionally drained. That strength kept you alive, but it also exhausted you. I see that. I have never overlooked it. And now I'm restoring you in a different way. This restoration does not come with noise. It does not arrive with instant results. It unfolds gently day by day as you relearn how to listen to your body, your mind, and your spirit. You are beginning to notice when you need rest. You are learning to stop before you are depleted. You are understanding that strength is not found in constant effort, but in balance. My child, I am strengthening your inner stability. In the past, circumstances easily shook you. Emotions rose quickly. Reactions followed. Now you pause, you breathe, you reflect. This is not weakness. This is resilience. You are learning how to remain steady even when life feels uncertain. That steadiness will support you in ways force never could. You may not feel energized every day. Some days you may feel quiet, reflective, even tender. Do not mistake this for regression. Healing often feels calm, not intense. Growth does not always announce itself. Sometimes it simply shows up as peace where chaos once lived. Apply this truth in your daily life. Stop measuring strength by productivity alone. Strength is also knowing when to rest. Strength is choosing honesty over performance. Strength is setting boundaries without guilt. These choices are rebuilding you from the inside out. My child, I am also restoring your confidence in small ways. You are trusting your decisions again. You are honoring your limits. You are saying no when necessary and yes when aligned. What I am building in you is meant to last. It is not dependent on perfect conditions. It is sustained by trust. Stay with me. One final part remains. What comes next will bring everything together. My child, stay with me to the very end because this is the moment everything comes together. You have walked through reflection, healing, rebuilding, and strengthening. You have learned to slow down, to listen, to trust, to choose peace, to stand firm. Now hear me clearly and without hesitation. Your new season has begun and it is time to step forward. This is not a promise for someday. This is not a hope for the distant future. This is a call for now. You are not standing at the beginning by accident. You are here because you stayed. You endured. You allowed me to work in places no one else could see. And because of that, you are ready in ways you once prayed to be. My child, stepping forward does not mean everything will suddenly be easy. It means you will no longer be afraid to move. It means fear will no longer decide your pace. You allowed me to work in places no longer have the final word. With clarity, with wisdom, and with peace anchoring your steps. You have changed, not loudly, not dramatically, but deeply. You no longer rush to prove yourself. You no longer cling to what drains you. You no longer fear being alone with your thoughts. You have learned how to stick with yourself and with me. That ability will guide you through every next step. This new season is not about becoming someone else. It is about fully becoming who you already are. You are stepping into a life where your values guide your choices, where your peace shapes your direction, and where your trust allows growth to unfold naturally. This is alignment. This is purpose. Live daily, my child. I am opening doors that match your maturity. I am bringing opportunities that respect your boundaries. I am allowing connections that honor your growth. Do not return to old patterns just because they are familiar. Familiarity is not a reason to stay small. You have outgrown survival. You are ready for stability. Apply this truth in your life now. Take one intentional step, one honest decision, one act of courage. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Move with what you have learned. Growth compounds when action follows understanding. You do not need to see the entire path. You only need to take the next step with trust. You may feel a mix of excitement and uncertainty. That is normal. New seasons stretch you. They invite responsibility as much as they invite reward. But you are not walking into this unprepared. Every lesson you learned was for this moment. Every pause served a purpose. Every release made space. My child, remember this. When challenges appear, you are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience. You are starting from wisdom. You are starting from a stronger foundation than you have ever had before. What once would have shaken you will now refine you. There will be moments when you look back and realize how much has changed, not around you at first but within you. That inner shift is the true breakthrough. Outer results will follow, but inner stability will sustain them. I am far more concerned with who you are becoming than what you are achieving. If your heart is ready to move forward with trust and courage, respond with one simple word. Type start. My child, as you step into this new season, keep practicing what you have learned. Choose peace when pressure rises. Choose clarity when confusion tries to return. Choose rest when exhaustion whispers lies. Choose truth when fear exaggerates. These daily choices will keep you aligned. Stay connected. Do not isolate yourself when things become unfamiliar. Growth thrives in awareness and reflection. Return to stillness often. Listen before reacting. Pray before deciding. Celebrate progress